Greetings and welcome to Life is an Art, so learn how to live. My name is Fernando Alvarez, and my vision is to help you experience a more fulfilling, joyful, and empowering life. This episode will be the final episode regarding my recovery process. I will focus on how faith, mindset, inner strength, and infinite wisdom, living each day at a time and to the fullest, welcoming help from others and embracing the outside world and having patience kept me going. All these things have empowered me in a way that puts me in control of my life and happiness. There is no worse feeling than when one's well-being and happiness depend on other people or external events. Thus, take control of your life. Be empowered. Getting the message across about being in control of one's own life is challenging because of the mindset of most human beings. I am sure you have heard the message about being in control of one's life many times. However, most people do not believe this is truly possible. If you ask them why, they will usually say, "Just look around you. What control does one have regarding everything that happens in one's own life?" However, this former question is self-defeating. There are so many life events that one cannot control. People who think this way need to shift their paradigm, or simply stated, they need to change their mindset. The focus should not be on how to control external events that happen in life. Energy and attention should be aimed at how one interprets life events, what value one can take from these events, and what specific actions one takes in response to such events. This new way of thinking is fantastic because it means that no matter what happens to any human being in life, that human being is free to interpret any life event or experience in any way they want. Thus, we as humans are free to choose how we feel about any life event. In other words, we are free to choose our emotions in regard to external events. Having the option to choose how we feel puts us in control of our inner joy and fulfillment, and this is truly empowering. This means that no outside event or individual has any power to determine the happiness and fulfillment of any other human being on this planet. The only power other people or external life events have in our life is the power we give them. When humans are able to interpret life events in ways that add value to their own life, outside events lose control over them. When this shift of power happens, true empowerment occurs, and humans can control so many more aspects of their destiny. This is what happened to me when I got cancer. When I received the news of having cancer, I had the freedom to choose if this life event was going to control my joy, emotions, mind, or body, or if I was going to be in control. The key to start having control of the situation was how I interpreted the life event of having cancer. I could have chosen a negative path where I explored all kinds of self-defeating questions and thoughts such as, "Why me? I do not deserve this. This is the end. My family will have so many emotional and financial issues," and the list goes on. However, I chose to consider empowering questions and thoughts such as, "What can I learn from this experience? What is life trying to teach me? What positive changes do I need to make in my life? How is this experience going to help me evolve more effectively as a spiritual being? What does my Creator want me to achieve as I travel the journey of this experience?" And the list goes on. There are 6 factors that help me be on the road to empowerment. These factors are faith, mindset, inner strength and infinite wisdom, living each day at a time and to the fullest, welcoming help from others, and embracing the outside world, and patience. Faith. As I mentioned in a previous episode, faith is a delicate topic for discussion because either you have it or you don't. If you're a person that does not have or believe in faith, this is possibly a difficult topic for you to relate to or to be open-minded about. Again, I am in no way telling you what to believe or to use faith in your life. I am only sharing my experiences and explaining what has worked for me. Faith in my Creator, especially Jesus, has provided me the solid spiritual foundation that has pulled me through this difficult journey. You may ask, is this absolute faith? And I say, yes, I have absolute faith that Jesus has put me through this journey to take me to a new level of spirituality and evolution. For me, absolute faith has two basic components. One, there is no room for doubt. Thus, I have no doubt whatsoever that in the end, all will turn out for the better for me. 2. Faith needs to be accompanied by specific action on my part. Having faith without taking action does not make things happen. Tuning into my faith, I believe, sets off my spiritual energy that triggers the universe to create the necessary circumstances in life to make things happen. I do not know how or when things will happen, and that is not really my business. That is my Creator's realm. However, I need to give specific, palpable evidence to my Creator through my actions that indicate that I truly want positive things to happen in my life. Putting it in earthly terms, I need to meet my Creator halfway. But remember, through all my actions and failures, I have no doubt that in the end, all will be fine. If these ideas are hard for you to grasp, that's fine. I am just sharing what has worked for me. And of course, all this is very empowering because faith, believing, and taking action puts me in control. Mindset. Having the proper mindset is essential. It is vital to be open-minded enough to reflect on one's current mindset, paradigm, or beliefs in life. If your current beliefs are not serving you well and are not adding value to your life, isn't it worth your time and effort to explore these beliefs and change them for beliefs that will help you reach joy, fulfillment, and empowerment? This is what I did when I found out I had cancer. My beliefs about cancer, before I had it, were that if one got cancer, that was the end of everything and that life was not really worth living anymore. Cancer was the end of all things. However, when I got cancer, I changed my self-defeating beliefs about cancer to beliefs and values that would add value to my life. Of course, I did not start believing that having cancer was great or wonderful. However, as I mentioned earlier in this episode, I started asking questions and thinking thoughts that would serve me. This shift greatly empowered me. Inner strength and infinite wisdom. I have repeatedly mentioned inner strength and infinite wisdom throughout all previous episodes because these are fundamental in empowering my life. Inner strength and infinite wisdom are two things that no one can take away from me because they are such unique and individual experiences that my personal connection to them is controlled by me and no one else. How is that for complete freedom? There is no greater sense of empowerment. I've been able to begin connecting effectively to my inner strength and infinite wisdom through the power of meditation and deep breathing, as I mentioned in previous episodes. My inner strength has given me the motivation and power to move through my journey in this difficult episode of my life. My infinite wisdom has given me the insights and advice required to guide my thoughts and actions so they may add value to my life. Living each day at a time and to the fullest. Having cancer and recuperating from it is a long and challenging journey. Thus, I focus my energy and actions on living one day at a time and to the best of my abilities. Focusing on the past and the future is a self-defeating endeavor because the past is gone and the future is unpredictable. You may say that one must plan for the future. I say to you that the best way to prepare for the future is to focus on what one needs to do in the present. If one does this, the future pretty much takes care of itself. Thus, I focused on thoughts and carrying out daily rituals and habits on a day-to-day basis that strengthen my well-being in regard to my body, my emotions, my mind, and my spirit. Again, this gave me control of my life and completely empowered me. With empowerment came joy and fulfillment. Welcoming help from others and embracing the outside world. In the initial stages of my recovery from cancer, my initial mindset pushed me to isolate and confine myself to my apartment and especially my bed. I found this to be one of the most self-defeating attitudes and habits for my mental and psychological well-being. I experienced how this pattern of behavior was starting to depress me because I became more negative and turned off from the outside world. However, my wife was crucial in helping me shift my mindset in order to be more welcoming to having friends visit me and to be more proactive in staying in the living room and going for short walks every day. As humans, we are wired to be socially engaged. Of course, some of us are more sociable than others, but at our core, we still need human interaction at some level. As I went out more and interacted more with my friends and co-workers that visited me, I was in better spirits and my outlook in life improved immediately. This had great benefits for me psychologically and for my immune system. And of course, it still does. Being more sociable and going out more was under my complete control. I was free to choose. Patience. I wanted to talk about patience last due to its importance. Without patience, one easily becomes frustrated because one wants immediate results. Let me tell you something. When you're dealing with a sickness such as cancer, there is usually nothing immediate about its recuperation. I know that my body at its core is connected to the infinite wisdom and perfection of my Creator. However, as anything that is worthwhile, recovery takes time. Time does wonders in the process of nurturing, recovering, and reconstructing. 2 years have passed since my operation and a year and a half since my radio and chemotherapy. My doctor has explained to me that fully recovering from chemotherapy, and specifically the type of radiotherapy I had, takes several years. Hence, I am probably going to spend 2 or 3 more years to fully recover. For this, patience is key. I need to work with my body, one day at a time, with the aid of my inner strength and infinite wisdom, my faith, and effective mindset, and a welcoming attitude toward receiving help from others and embracing the world. I have come a long way, and I am positive I will recuperate fully in the end. My faith is unbreakable. Well, this concludes my episodes about my recovery from cancer. I sincerely hope you receive some insights that add value to your own life. Again, these are the strategies, beliefs, and habits that have worked for me. You need to find, construct, travel, experience, and learn from your own journey, however. In episode 6, I will be sharing my thoughts, insights, and experiences on emotional intelligence. This is a skill that is a must to add value to your life and the life of others. Emotional intelligence is a fundamental soft skill to help build successful relationships in life. This applies at a personal level with family and friends and in your professional life. But for now, remember, life is an art, so learn how to live. Thank you for listening.